Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. I'm the 10th enemy, and let's see, we're up to something. This will be part 8 now, so we are halfway through the Space Pirate Laboratory. Now let's go check out the other half. The aspect ratio looks really strange on my screen. I don't know what's the deal with that. Looks like it's squished in, but you shouldn't be able to tell. So there's some more of these guys. Another missile door. Okay, so in the last episode, or part, or whatever you want to call it, we picked up the super missile, which is one of, if not the most powerful weapon in the game. So you come out here to this courtyard here, and I believe that's what it's called. So there's a little fight in here, 3 space pirates. It's nothing we haven't seen before. It's not a challenge. Just kill them the way you normally would. Charge up, shoot them, whatever. You missed there, buddy. You missed me. But now we get a cutscene, which means bad things are about to happen. And we get a new enemy type. Did I scan the regular space pirates? I don't even know. But you scan this guy, and it'll say that it's a flying pirate. Oh no. So they have a jetpack. And thermal imaging again. I don't know what that's about, but they are kamikaze pilots. So if you kill them the normal way, you're going to want to charge up, and it takes a few hits. So meanwhile, they're just raining missiles down on you. But I'm going to show you a better way to do it. So you switch to your power beam, charge up, and if we can find one of these bastards, you shoot a missile and it shoots a super missile instead of the standard crappy missile. So here we are shooting them down with super missiles in one hit. Extremely violent explosion. It's awesome. And there we go. Oh, there's another. Wow, they are everywhere. That's how I take care of flying pirates, at least until far later in the game. But you'll have to admit that that was a very effective way of dealing with them. We should have some missile recharge-y things in here. No health. I really would like missiles. Missiles? Missiles! Okay, it's not giving me any, so let's move on. Is that the right way? Yes. These doors look extra skinny. So here's an identical elevator to the one we were just on. Alright, I hope there's not a lot of background noise. I noticed that in the previous parts, and I actually moved the Wii farther away from the microphones. So the noisy clickety-clack shouldn't come through. So you walk in here, and another cutscene, if that's what you can call it. Yep. You probably recognize this thing if you've ever played a Metroid game in the past. This is, of course, a Metroid. And here it'll tell you all about it. SR-388. Is that the one we blew up in the previous game? I think so. So they drain energy out of their prey. It's very scary, but that's how you... If they latch on, you just have to lay a bomb. It's not too bad, but oh my god! Okay, so it breaks out, and you'll notice in this game, Metroids are more vulnerable than in other games. So you can actually hurt them with any weapon, but they are pretty strong. But they're just killing it with normal power-ups, and this guy will jump through the window, conveniently providing you a means of escape from this little control room here. But did I ever scan that? Yeah. So here's our missiles I was looking for a little while ago. I hate when the wave beam goes around the crates. Oh, so we should have some more stuff to talk about. Okay, new pirate data. This one's very easy to miss, so... because most of them aren't on these orange panels, and I gotta be honest, I didn't actually know it was there. And I just did that. That was just complete blind luck that I just got. I would have missed this forever. Okay, so let's see what it says. Stardate 10-444-4.
Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4 research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable thereafter remains to be seen.
Alright. So, basically, yeah, space pirates experimenting on Metroids, giving the already extremely powerful creatures superpowers by exposing them to magic Phazon radiation. What could go wrong, really? So I'm just killing these guys. I know there's another scan, but I don't want to read two right one after the other, so now let's go read the other. Oh, these, by the way, will just tell you about the Metroid, so blah blah blah. What else you got? Some of these are interesting, I think. That's why I'm... yeah. They tell you about the actual Metroid. Hooked mandibles. That's the interesting one I was looking for. Alright, more data. Let's see. Let's see what else these pirates are up to. Log 10-891-0.
The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on ZB's, Command ordered a number of metagenic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in one cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become the mainstay of our security force. A job he will certainly relish.
Oh yes. Ridley is back yet again to fight us. He's Meta Ridley this time, so... he is a cybernetic organism, as Arnold could explain. Oh, there's another guy in here. Where are you? There he is. There he is. I see you down there. Or he sees me also. It's actually possible in rooms like this that have Metroids in those tanks to actually break the tanks open with a missile. And sometimes they'll attack the space pirates, other times they'll attack you. I usually don't do it because you still have to deal with the Metroids in the end, which I don't really want to. Alright, more William Shatner. Log 10-957-2.
Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Well, at least we know what kind of universe we're in. You know, the old radiation causes superpowers universe rather than the more realistic, you know, melanomas and carcinomas that it usually causes. Whoa! Oh! Okay. Well, there actually is a power-up up here. Usually I like to go over there so we don't have to climb that little hill with the morph ball, which is annoying. This is always tricky. You just want to take your time there. And it's a missile expansion, so that's always nice to have, especially with what's coming up after this whole segment. And some people like to save this energy tank for when they come back through here, because you do actually have to backtrack through this place. I get it now because I just do. I prefer to do it that way. Please only have one pirate data. Oh no, there are two. What am I going to do? I think these are the last two, though. So, more monster voice. Okay, what are we up to? 11 minutes? Log 11-550-6.
Studies of Metroid biology continue. Though with limited progress, it seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out an entire armies. And once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal.
Well, that's frightening. Invincible Metroids sweeping through the galaxy. Pirates with unlimited energy. Now that is scary. We need to take care of that right now. Invincible. Wow, that's supposed to kill them. Usually they die when you hit them with a super missile. This one was quite resilient. Nothing there. And I believe this should be the last pirate data for this area, so I won't have to read anymore, which is fantastic. Okay. Log 11-420-7. 420?
Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadripartite nucleus. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains utterly mysterious. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroids extract energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance.
Ascendance to what? So, definitely, this whole area, I think the scans are really, they try and show you how much of a threat the space pirates really are. And their research on this planet is definitely something that needs to be taken care of, you know? They're threatening the entire galaxy, whichever galaxy this takes place in. I don't think it's ever specified. And then in this room we have yet another space pirate battle. If you'll just wait for a moment, some flying pirates will come up to greet us, and we can use our uber-powerful missiles to take them out in one shot, no problem. Okay. Now in this room, don't worry about the fact that these are red, because there isn't any space pirate data in this room. You have to scan the red things. What do they call them? I don't even know. The red computer displays to actually, you know, to progress the game. So just do it, okay? Just do it. Where am I? Now, if you want to be sneaky, you can kill these gun turrets from up here where they can't really harm you. Well, they can, but they usually don't see you. There's another one over here. I usually just use charge beam because you don't need to use missiles. It tells you to use missiles in the beginning of the game, but the charge beam is just as effective. It's slightly slower, but it is just as effective. So we've just killed the security barrier for this power-up right there, and that is the thermal visor. So, and here it'll actually tell you some things. It'll give you some clues, but these are useless scans for me. So, let's pick up this item. It's a nice power up. And it is the most annoying power-up ever. I hate using it. It's the thermal visor. You press down, blah blah blah, you don't care. But this will actually let us see heat sources in the environment. And it'll also let us see in the darkness, which, in case you can't tell, that's what is happening now. Yeah, it's very dark. So, I'm sorry that dude, this is supposed to home in when you charge it up. What the hell? Okay. Wave beam? Wave beam! Supposed to charge. Supposed to, like, home in. Maybe these are shadow pirates. I don't know. So, I find this purple display, it really hurts my eyes, so I'm going to use it pretty much the minimum amount that I possibly can, just to not hurt your eyes. So if you'll remember, the Metroid was kind of difficult to kill before, so the Metroid is definitely another enemy that you might want to use the charge beam on, or not the charge beam, the super missile. Because it kills them in one shot. One hit kill. It's always nice. Always nice when you can do that. Especially in this game where, you know, if I tried to kill them like that, it would just take forever. So, I don't know if I showed these off yet. No, this is probably the first one. If you look in the this visor, you'll actually see this little symbol, and you shoot it, and it will basically power something up. It powered this light, which is actually the lock to this door. Wait, have I scanned these? Nope. This is a drone, a Sentry Drone, I think. Yeah. Well armored. I don't think so. See, electrical attacks, so we want to definitely use the wave beam on them, and if you charge it up, it will kill them in one hit. So again, I wouldn't really call them... Well, did that say armored or armed? I thought it said armored, but now I'm not so sure. And here's some more shadow pirates, I believe. Still don't know if I scanned a regular pirate, but whatever. You actually can't see the turrets in the darkness, or with the visor, I mean, with the heat sensitive, what is it called? The thermal visor. You can't actually see. Oh, these are shadow pirates. I don't think you can, I don't think the beam will home in on them. That's why. Okay. So now we just gotta get out of here. Basically, we just backtrack through this whole area the same way we came in. But it's more dangerous now, of course, because the lights turned off. But more realistically, because now there's space pirates everywhere, and there were space pirates everywhere before, but now they're shadow pirates. Ooh, so they're ninjas now. They're more dangerous, I guess. There is a gun up there, a little sentry gun. So, take it out. I don't know why they don't show up on the thermal visor. I'd think, being a machine, it would, because most machines do create some sort of power, even though they're, or heat, I mean, even though they're seen as cold, lifeless things. They generally do create some sort of heat just because they're electrical. And electricity tends to create heat with all its stuff and stuff. So you go through here, these guys will actually respawn, but I'm just gonna go straight through. There's no reason to fight them. There's a lot of rooms like that in this game where you don't have to actually fight your enemies. You know, I actually recently played through this whole game just to make sure I knew where all the power-ups were. And I do, but I realized that I don't really know how I'm going to deal with the end of this game. The part where after I've done pretty much everything, but I need to, you know, finish off getting my power-ups. I don't know how I'm going to go through that. I mean, naturally I'm going to edit it to make it more reasonable to watch, but I really don't know what the best way to go through that is, because I've never played this game. I've never like done a speed run, and I really don't know what the most efficient ways of going through this game are. So I got to apologize now, and I'll apologize again then, but I have to just apologize in advance for that, because I'm probably going to stumble a bit towards the end of this, do some unnecessary backtracking. I may have already, but it's definitely going to happen near the end. But this room we've already been in, and if you remember, this little case right here was cordite and we couldn't break it, but now we can use a super missile, and in there is a missile expansion, so we can, you know, use even more super missiles, I guess. And then there's just one more fight in here. I can probably skip it, and I probably should, because I'm almost out of time. Well, I don't have a time limit. It's just, I'm not out of time, but I've been playing this for 20 minutes, and that's generally, I think, it's the best. That's about how long I want my videos to be. Just about 20 minutes. But it's okay if I go over. 30 minutes wouldn't even be that bad, I think. But this video definitely isn't going to be 30 minutes. Because I'm almost out of here. This is actually the last room. This is the room we came into. It's actually bright in this room, but these are shadow pirates, so you're going to want to use your thermal visor to kill them. And they are just relentless. There's just one more up here. And I'm just going to exit, go to the save station, and call that an episode. So, you may remember this room. It's the one that looks like this. Okay, and then there's this room where the shadow pirate jumped up here and then jumped over here and frightened all of the children. So, and then here's that big room where we had that puzzle. And of course the save room. Riveting narration, is it not? Yeah. So thanks for watching. This has been part 8 of Let's Play Metroid Prime for the GameCube. I've been the 10th enemy. And goodbye. Goodbye. Man, deja vu. The next part will be pretty interesting, but yeah, let me just shut off the video here now. Okay, bye.